Good morning. Guided by the full moon above me, I've left early for the Sunshine Coast to go and climb some Glasshouse Mountains. So let's see how they look. All right, just beginning the ascent to the lookout at the top of Mt Beerburrum. Apparently it's a short but steep walk. Let's see how my ankle holds up. And yep, it's looking pretty steep already. And I've only just begun. I want to try and give you a sense of how steep this incline is as I'm chasing this turkey up the path. And the one way I can do it is by putting the camera to the side, and you might get an idea as I go up what angle it is on. If I hold the camera, that's the angle, hang on, that's the angle of the path that I'm looking up. Okay, and that's horizontal, and that's a crazy turkey, and that's, holy moly, that's looking down, and that's looking up. Wish me luck. Well, that was actually a damn sight steeper than I expected. I'm at the top of Mt Beerburrum and I'm walking around the fire tower at the moment, so let me show you what I can see. Okay, I'm at Mt Beerburrum at the top, standing on this fire tower. I'm standing on this platform here, which is off the ground about this much. It goes up here. And anyway, let's show you what I can see. I'm looking out to the east out here, and the clouds are fairly low. Bit of a breeze coming through, as you can see. This is taking us south across the forests down there, beautiful forests. In the west, there are a mountain range in the west there, quite extensive, and one of the Glasshouse Mountains over there. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there's one of them there. And there's a few more. This is actually a good spot to see them. So if we count them, that was one. There's 2, 3, 4 there. I think the big one, I've forgotten its name now. There's one relatively close, just over here. I don't know if that's the one I'm going to next or not. I'm not sure. It might be. I don't know. But anyway, it's looking mighty fine. Let's just zoom back out. Apart from the wind, very peaceful here. You can see the mountains there, looking fantastic. And here is the track that I came up, which this part of it doesn't look steep. That's because this part isn't. However, looking back over here, it is such a steep walk. It is ridiculous to get from down there up to here in such a short distance. And that's looking north and across towards the Sunshine Coast. So this is me coming live, well, not live, so this is me at the top of Mt Beerburrum. Alright, this is the rough road that, I was right when I said rough, the rough road to take to get to Wild Horse Mountain. I've just been to Mt Beerburrum and now I'm going to Wild Horse Mountain. See you there. Now this is more like it. I love pine forests. Pine forest, mountains, lakes. Put all three together. Whew, magic. Anyway, this is heading towards Wild Horse Mountain. This is the second Glasshouse Mountain I'm climbing this morning. This is Wild Horse Mountain. I've been told that this is a much easier gradient to walk up than the first one I went up, which was Mt Beerburrum. And it's yeah, it's looking fairly easy so far. So I've picked the two easiest to go up so that my ankle can handle it. So I'll see you at the top. Well, I feel somewhat privileged to be up here at the lookout, the Wild Horse Mountain Lookout, by myself with the breeze coming through. So let's have a look at what I can see. I took that concrete track up these stairs, up to this rather large very large observatory deck. And look at the size of this. This is pretty impressive. But let's just have a look. What's more impressive is the view. Have a look at this. Let's just zoom in on some of this. Shall we? Just have a look at this. Have a look at these beautiful mountains. Just magnificent. Really amazing. My goodness. Wow. They called the Glasshouse Mountains because when they were discovered, and I think it was by Captain Cook as he sailed up the east coast of Australia in 1788, I think it was, the reflection made them look like they were glass houses that had been raining or something, and the sunlight was reflecting off them in the morning. So I think that's how they got their name, if my memory is correct. I'm looking at the M1 down there, and I'm looking at a lot of pine forests, and I love pine forests. Just love them. I'm looking out to the east out here. I'm going to look at all these pine trees. Oh my goodness. I was also very fortunate to spend about a decade of my youth growing up right beside a pine forest on the Gold Coast, what's known as the Pines, where they have the Pines Shopping Centre. And I spent some of my teenage years exploring the pine forest and riding my motorbike through there, long before I was legally able to ride a motorbike. And so I have a soft spot for the peace and quiet of the pine forest. I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, take my motorbike for a ride through there. It was a quiet bike, it was a postie bike, so it was very quiet, and I used to really love it. Have a look at these mountains. Have a look at this. It's magnificent, isn't it? If this is, if you're coming to the Sunshine Coast and you want to come up and have a good look at the mountains, this would be my #1 pick. This Wild Horse Mountain, definitely. Easiest one to walk up, best view to walking ratio. And then there's information here. There's an information stand here, so this, and there's a map here that shows you the different mountains and that, which you're not really seeing because of the lighting at the moment, but you'll have to take my word for it. So I'll close out this video with a look at these mountains. Let's zoom right into this one here. Isn't it fantastic? So this is Harry Bowman on the Sunshine Coast at Wild Horse Mountain Lookout.